Hip Hop Nation, straight hip hop, hit period. Tell you something, the heat is on up in here. And tell you something. First and foremost, thank you for listening for around the world. And we're gonna preempt Torre's show tonight for a very, very, very special event. I am Sergeant Reginald Hawkins from the Sergeant OQ Review, and on side of me is the lovely, talented editor-in-chief, journalist extraordinaire, worldly person, you know, connoisseur of fine wines and beverages. Vanessa Satin is here. We're honored to have the illustrious DJ extraordinaire, and I'm talking real DJ here. Big Ben is in the house tonight.
What up, what up?
We brought out the real heavy ammunition. We're in a big studio here at Sirius XM. Shout out to S. Dot for putting this all together. Shout out to Mo Shines. And we're all here tonight for the celebration of my good friend, and I do say good friend.
Brother.
Right. Cousin on my mother's side. Kevin Gates' album.
It's gonna be some Louisiana.
I need to do 4 songs instead of 3.
We're gonna do 4 songs tonight, so tell everybody he's gonna be performing. I got a cup of gumbo brewing in the back with some red beans, big as bullets.
How far you grew up from each other?
Right down the street. Right down the street. So you know what? Even before we get to you, Kev, you know, with Vanessa here, and we really wanted Vanessa here because Vanessa saw potential. Vanessa and her staff, shout out to her staff,
love Gates over
saw potential in you way prior, you know, as she honored you with being on the freshman cover. So Vanessa, I just want to ask you first and foremost, you know, even as we get to the his official debut album, what did you see in Kevin Gates prior to?
We love the early mixtapes. We love the early music. We love the personality with him. He'd come to the office several times, you know, before we even picked freshmen. And then when it came around, you know, I mean, it was a minute ago now, so he's run through the gambit before finally coming out with an album, but it's a long time coming, and we're really excited about it. We've been a Gates fan for a while. Whenever he comes up to the office, we love his wife, we love the whole thing.
And I be harassing her with text messages.
Yeah, he does harass me with text messages.
Yeah, because if Kevin loves you, he gives you his real number and he sends you real text messages.
But he just texts me 100.
That's it all.
100, and I just text
you,
back
I love
100.
you. Yeah, all that 100.
So how does it feel to get to this point? You know, like your official debut album and all that other stuff.
I ain't scared no more. I'm just excited to share it with the world because I didn't pick the track listing. All I did was made the music. So once I heard the album for the first time today in its entirety.
So when you made like X amount of songs, 30 songs, gave it to somebody, said you picked the album?
Oh, well, Kevin might know.
You don't
but
even
if Kevin don't know,
Senior Vice President over there, Atlantic Records.
Drake would know.
Okay, she should
I make music.
Yeah.
I make a lot of music. The phone be interrupting me while I'm recording. Don't interrupt me. Like, I really make music. And I just appreciate y'all for giving me this platform. It's game time.
Well, check this out. We want you to get comfortable. I don't know what's in that cup, but it's like 4 cups. It ain't even double. It's quadruple
4 cups with like Legos inside. I don't even know.
Whatever it is, it's eating through all the cups.
It's Metamucil.
We gonna go to Big Ben.
I get constipated sometime. I be having to, yeah.
All right. We're going to go to Big Ben, play some music, and get ready. 877-604-4746 is the number. We got you in a pretty, brand new big studio.
Room.
The room Steve Harvey was in.
Okay.
Yeah, that room.
What's that going to mean?
Beautiful thing. Beautiful. It's the room Samuel L. Jackson was in.
Yeah.
When I passed by the window and just peek in here.
Now you're
I'm in here.
Yeah.
All praise be to God.
Now, when we say that's yes. Okay, just want y'all. Big Ben, let's get some music, man. Come right back. 877-604-4746. Hip Hop Nation. You want to ask him some questions, but I'm just saying, whenever we start these things, our phone lines are completely jammed right now. Most of them are coming from a 504 in a 985 area code.
That's right Hammond, Louisiana. That 985.
985.
Yeah, I done dropped that lumber off over there before too.
Yeah. You
Shout out to Hammond.
Slidell too. Vanessa, you were saying?
I was going in a little nicer direction of where'd you get the name for your album? You know,
Islah.
Little bit of the sweet stuff.
That's my daughter. Islah is my daughter.
What made you name it after her?
I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on before we get started. This man told me,
Reggie.
man, no, bro. Man, bro, I like when just do whatever you want to do. He the one put the battery pack in my back, so blame him.
I remembered that, he's picking favorites at this point.
Now, what you were saying, though, why did
you were talking some sweet stuff. Why'd you name it after your daughter? That's a sweet thing.
Because Islah was my first daughter, and this is I have another daughter that's dead.
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
Islah, don't be sorry. But Islah my first daughter, and this is my first album.
Official. Yeah.
So they go hand in hand. So how old's your first daughter?
She's 3 years of age.
So she doesn't really understand the honor yet, or does she?
She understand.
Yeah?
She understand. I'm talking about she know every song word for word. She understand probably better than most adults.
Okay.
You know what I wanted to know, because I really had a chance to kind of listen to the album, especially from the continuity of the album.
It's cool because there's not a lot of guest appearances.
Yeah.
It really is
and
all
it's just you.
Yeah.
Well, I have a bonus track.
We have a bonus track, but most, if I don't listen to the bonus track, it's mostly all you.
Yeah.
Or it is all you.
But you know what? I always want to know someone's process and struggle, because I hear a lot of it, especially in the song "The Truth." We get a little bit of insight on your come up. How would you describe? Because like me and you, we like it in so many ways because of the connection where we're from.
This gonna be raw.
But the struggle, like just give me your come up.
You supposed to be
here? You want the whole come up?
Come again,
or you want just the?
I want the whole come
before
up.
And after.
I want the before.
Well, I'll say this before. A lot of people don't know this. My father, my daddy, the person I call my daddy, my street daddy, I guess so to say, he had a record label, and I was with that record label as like a neighborhood record label, such as we was like what Cash Money and No Limit is to New Orleans. We was like that to Baton Rouge. And I was in a situation with them before digital music was even digital. This was when people were still selling hard copy CDs then. All right, I was in that situation. I was in that situation, and I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't growing in that situation. So I went to my daddy, and I told him we had a lot of talks. But they didn't grasp onto the concept that no, my heart is leading me in a different direction. So when we talk struggle, I turned my back on that. I left that because that wasn't going in the direction that I wanted to go. I was incarcerated. When I came home from being incarcerated, I decided in my mind that I was not going to sell drugs anymore, and I was going to just do it off music. Most of the shows that I was doing, they were flopping. I ain't gonna say due to poor management, but I'll say due to individuals that didn't have my best interests at heart as an artist.
Well, that's pretty much poor management.
So a lot of my shows was flopping. I had people, getting money, receiving money, booking shows that I wasn't even showing up to because I knew nothing about.
So let me ask you.
That's right. That's when it gets a mess.
At that turning, like you came from I'm assuming a lucrative street career. You went to jail. When you were flopping, as you stated, why didn't you just say, you know what,
I'm gonna throw in the towel
and go back to what I know?
I was ready.
Like most people.
I was all the way ready to do that. I was all the way ready to do so. But the individuals that I walked away from, they are in federal prison right now. And these are my family members, my mother's sisters' children. These are my first cousins. This is my family. They are in federal prison. They will not be coming home. That's a lot of family members that I have that's in prison.
Right.
No disrespect to what's going on, but I decided that I didn't want that for myself. I didn't know how much I love music until being incarcerated them 31 months. Jail and all that was always a joke to me until something that I really loved, I wasn't able to do.
And who are some of your musical influence? I know it sounds like a generic question because your style is it's melodic and it's rapping. Cause you get it from the because I remember when I first heard the Satellite records, the Die Hard, really rap people like, oh, Kevin Gates belonged to us. But now you have this other side, like with the way the music is going, that melodic, that singing. Like, what were your influences, as it pertains to I'm gonna set out and do a career?
I love Biggie Smalls' lyricism. I love, if you familiar with Wayne? He's not really that popular over here, but he smoking everywhere else. but he's a reggae artist, Peter Taj, and I have a lot of reggae and reggaeton, influences when it come to my melodies and things of that nature, because I love that you know, like that bad man a shoot liquor carry on down, them a one turn the earth to a burial ground, and I just love those melodies.
What's a great connection between hip hop and reggae?
Yeah, I love those melodies. All right, let's leave out of reggae and let's go to Panic at the Disco. That I shunned in, what haven't you people ever heard of? Closing the goddamn door, no. It's much better to face these types of things with the sense of poison rationality. All right, that's some other Red Hot Chili Peppers, Scar Tissue that I wish you saw. And then you mix that with Biggie Smalls, Today's Agenda. I got the Suitcase up in the Central. So I got all of these influences at one, and I could keep going, but I'm kind of paraphrasing, summarizing things.
So your style is a big gumbo in itself.
Come
But it's
on,
still
man.
so traditionally Southern,
The more you
too.
put in the gumbo, the better it's gonna get. And then of course, you know, you had to listen to Cash Money and No Limit. You can't say you from down south and you wasn't
Ain't
a
got no
fan
bounce in you.
of No Limit and Cash Money. You was a fan. C-Loc and them type of people. You was a fan of
Growing
these
up,
people.
were you hoping to sign to one of them or not? I mean, that was all the old guys from New
That
Orleans are
wasn't
like
in my
they want to
mind.
get with them.
That wasn't in my mind. Like signing to a label or nothing like that. And I'm be honest, I was afraid to rap at first.
I mean, I'd like to see you and Birdman together and see what that's like.
We cool. I see him all the time though. Me and him sit down and talk all the time. He cool. I got a lot of tips, a lot of pointers from him. You know, and he coached me a lot. But that wasn't realistic to me signing with a record label or anything like that at the time. I didn't take it serious, and I'm telling y'all this. I can speak about it now, but it wasn't
America too.
It wasn't funny when it happened. When I got on stage, I was stage fright. I lost all my words.
You mentioned that before. How do you get over
Rest
that?
in peace to Nissy. May peace be upon him. He saw that I was stage fright, stuck, froze like a little deer. Looking at, you know how they be looking at the lights, like the little rabbits just be standing there waiting on the truck to hit them. He came and grabbed a mic and he rapped my verse with me. That's when I started diving in the crowd. I rap a little bit and dive in the crowd.
A big dude to dive in a crowd.
Yeah.
877-604-4746. I want to take some calls. We were taking some calls, Sean, or we going to... Let's take a few calls. Let's go to Chris in Virginia. Chris, you're on the line with Kevin Gates. Chris, line number 1.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lost in the
Yeah.
snow out there in Virginia.
Chris, you're on live with Kevin Gates. Talk to him.
Hey, what's happening, man?
I'm coolin', big brother. What the deal is?
I ain't shit, man. I just want to let you know I fucks with you, man.
Hey, look, big brother, I appreciate all the love, all the support.
Hey, look, every time you come to the city, I'm rocking with you, man.
1,000.
Chris,
Oh, really?
thank you so much for that in-depth question, Chris.
I feel like him and Chris knew each other already.
You stayed online all that long time to say I'm fucking with you.
When you come to the city, I fuck with you.
Thank you, Chris. We're going to go to Alabama. DB in Alabama on line number 4. DB, you fucking with Gates?
I'm fucking with Gates, man.
Man, 100.
You got a question? Talk to him.
Yeah, I'm trying. Why you ain't never hooked up with Boosie?
Shit, I'm waiting right now.
That's
you
a
hear
good
me?
question. Yeah.
Nah, it ain't that. It's just
Not that
that.
there's beef, but from the same town, you think we see you
Nah,
already.
he got a lot going on. And when he got out of jail, he had to hit the ground running. He got a whole family and everything to provide for. So whenever the opportunity presents itself, we gonna get in there. But I'm not the type of person to be calling nobody, and you know, I know he got probably a lot on his plate right now. So I'm not the type of person to be calling and bothering nobody about nothing. Like you see, I ain't even got no features on my album. I would have loved to have, you know, somebody, you know, on my album, but I don't like inconveniencing people, and that's just me. I don't like to call people.
Do you not like asking for things?
No, I
Have
don't
y'all
like,
had a conversation, you and Boosie?
Yeah, have you ever talked to
I
each
ain't
other?
never talked to him.
Exactly.
Not since he been home. I ain't talked to him.
So you're too cool to call people.
Nah, I'm not saying that I'm too cool to call people, but I don't like to bother people. I like to let people exist in their own realm and do whatever they're doing. And when they have time to get at me, they can get at me.
What if there's another person who's like that and then the two of you actually never call each other
What's
because...
meant to be will be. So if it's meant to be, it'll happen.
Okay.
877-604-4746. We're going to play some music. You know what I want to talk to you? Because one thing that always fascinates me, you know, is your mind. You know, and I think that people play you short a little bit because of where you're from. But now
They do.
Now I think that after you've done all these interviews and everything like that, and people have seen the extent of your intelligence, they see that you're a force to be reckoned with.
A lot of people try to trap me in interviews.
Okay.
So that mean I be having to have my wiggle on. I be having to wiggle when I get in the interviews. Like a lot of interviewers, I mean, they fight for ratings. So they try to ask me trick questions and things of that nature. But like I say, I weave through it. I don't participate. You know what I'm saying? I can't participate.
Hold that thought. 877-604-4746. Back to the music. DJ Big Ben, Kevin Gates live in studio. Hit us up. Tweet us at Hip Hop Nation. Follow us and all that good stuff. We're gonna come back with more Kevin Gates.
Riding around my whip, listening to my shit. She wanna hear track 6. She told me that's her. Baby girl said I got the title. Got a nigga feeling like Michael Jackson.
It's a live in studio event, y'all.
Hip Hop Nation, straight hip hop hits, period. Make sure you're following us on Twitter and all that good stuff. Make sure you're following Vanessa. Make sure you're following Kevin. We're celebrating the release of his debut album.
New
Atlantic
York.
Records.
It's kind of crazy to say debut album because all this music you got out there, but debut album, Islah.
Yeah.
This is the first official.
Official.
This goes into the coconuts.
Go buy it because he done give you a lot of goddamn free music, goddamn man. Cop this one. So, Kev, we got calls from all over the country. You let me know where you want to go.
Come on, let's take them.
We got I'm saying we got West Coast. We got down south heavy. We got one Jersey.
Man,
Jersey.
Take the
Go
one
Jersey?
from Jersey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Let's go to Andy from Jersey
Take
on
one
line
from
number 2.
everybody, man.
Andy on with Kevin Gates.
Andy
What's up, Gates?
What it do, baby?
Hey, baby, don't think only down south listen to you. Jersey listen to you all
Come
day.
on,
Jersey
man. I
from,
just left
Andy?
from Jersey. What
Andy
you
from New
mean?
Jersey.
Hey, man, I'm from West New York, man. That's by Jersey City, Camden, all these places
Right.
out here.
Right,
Man,
right.
that's why I know when you gonna do a show out here, man.
Man, ASAP. You hear me?
Call me up. I'm taking all the Kevin's bookings.
Yeah, man. I'm y'all
Like the good old days.
I'm gonna go over there and see you in the show, man. But you ain't gonna be grabbing my lady by the neck and shit.
Listen. That's simple assault.
Yo, Gates, man. Before I go, man, I respect that you be by yourself with your lady. That's what real niggas do, man.
I appreciate that, big dog.
That's real shit. We don't need no outsiders. You don't need to do music with people. You all right by yourself.
Right. It's how you conduct yourself in the game. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's a little bit too testosterone. Thank you, Andy.
Hey, man.
Thank
Gates, be easy, Gates.
All right,
One
big
love.
brother.
Andy's
100.
right though. I mean, not a lot of rappers walk around with their wife as present and involved in their career as Gates does, and I think that's an interesting side of him.
Well,
Whether that sounds corny or not, I mean, it's cool.
I'm not trying to be political, but when George Bush was in office, Condoleezza Rice ran the country. So behind every great man is an even greater woman. So if you want your business to be successful, let a woman run it.
Say word. On that note, let's go to line number 5. Michelle from Tennessee. Michelle, what's going on? You with Kevin Gates?
How you doing?
What up, Queen?
Big pimping. Couple of
You
things.
big pimping.
Well, you already know. Don't play a pimp trick. You hear me?
I been turned up on their
Right.
What's your question,
Right.
Michelle? Give him a question, Michelle. What's your question?
I got a couple. Well, I just wanted to give you props. From very back in the day when I went to Atlanta to pick up some mixtapes and I heard you supposed to be in love. It shocked me, no lie, but it was straight. Love that song.
It's illegal for to steal a real nigga feelings and leave.
Look at here.
We
No,
not done
no.
till I say we fucking done.
The next thing I have a question. My question is, how you feel about the Caucasian women? What's your stance on this?
Yeah, what's your stance on me?
No white.
It's only two type of people, baby. Real people and fake people.
Tell you, this guy got a great PR team.
Dig that.
So what you mean?
I like that answer.
What you mean? How I feel? There's only two types of people: real and
It's all
fake.
pink.
Yeah.
I asked that question because
Why?
I am Caucasian myself.
What that mean?
So, well, I'm gonna tell you, see, because I get hated from both sides because I'm married to a black man. So, white women have an issue with that. White men have an issue with that, and black women have the issue.
Baby,
so
let me tell
I
you
have
something.
to deal with
Let me
discrimination
tell you something,
everywhere I
baby.
go.
Let
Not
me tell you something,
I love
baby.
everybody.
Let me tell you something, baby.
Tell her.
Your husband got a dick and you got a pussy. You hear me?
Sound like radio.
Y'all-
Sound like radio, folks.
Y'all, Y'all was meant to be together. You hear me? Now, if other people around you want to be ignorant, you don't have to participate. You hear me?
Oh, don't.
Because when the fuck did a lion give a damn about the opinion of a damn sheep?
There you go.
You sleep on that.
Tiger, man.
I don't know why, but that's like, it's just a sweat just drip down when he say shit, right?
I'm Tiger, man.
Ooh,
Let's take one more.
You know, it's just something we still having to deal with. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that.
Thank you, Chris.
You dealing with
Keep
that
on the
because
line, right, Chris?
you want to deal with that. You hear me? I don't entertain things that don't need to be entertained.
All right, let's go to Supreme from Virginia. And Kevin, you just sweat just drop down when you talking. Come on, let's go to Supreme from Virginia. Supreme, talk to Kevin Gates.
Yo, what up, big bro?
I'm coolin', big dog. What the deal is?
Ain't shit, bro, man. I just wanted to give you some love, man. Last time you came down to Virginia, bro, you killed it out here, man.
I ain't got shit to do but cook like I was from Virginia. These niggas lying in their rhyme.
And that's one of my favorite damn tracks too, bro.
You already know what it is, big brother. I appreciate the love and the support. May peace be upon you.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. You one of the realest niggas out here, man. For real.
I don't like when people say that.
Getting it like that.
I don't like when people say that because I'm not without flaw. But I appreciate the compliment. You hear me? I do.
Let me tell you.
I appreciate that.
Hey, thank you for the call, man. We and if you don't know, we all sitting here with a pen and a pad trying to figure out all this shit too, trying to figure all these Kevin Gates isms.
We're taking one-liners down.
One line at a time. Let me ask you a question though.
I got my own lingo.
You know, you say you went from shy. Where do you get all this? Like this.
You don't
freedom
buy that
from?
shy thing, right?
Yeah,
I don't buy
bullshit.
that shy thing at all.
I can say what I want to say.
Yeah.
No, hold you back.
I think I stopped giving a damn like 2004, I want to say. But I never see shy and afraid are two different things.
Okay.
I've never been timid. I've never been afraid of anything because like I come from a boxing background. And in boxing, you have to go to the fear. Let's just get it out the way. Now, I've always been shy as far as stage fright. I had a fear of talking in front of a lot of people at one time.
It's funny.
Oh, I was fearful of those type of things because I guess my self-esteem issues would kick in and I'd be like, what is this person gonna think about me? How is they gonna perceive it? But then a wise woman told me, Kevin, say whatever you wanna say and whoever don't like it, fuck them, because you got a big dick.
That solves a lot. All right.
I didn't see that coming, but yeah.
Chris won't clap. He said pause back there. 877
But see, I don't gotta say pause because I know who I am.
Yeah,
Right, comfortable in yourself.
Yeah, I know who I am.
Yeah.
It's also your story.
877-604-4746. We ready for this performance, man. Big Ben, you ready? You got this thing cocked up?
Let's go there next.
I'm gonna Vanessa and I gonna play hype, man. Get you a sip of that stuff, whatever that is in that cup.
Metamucil.
Ben, you ready?
I'm ready.
I want you to get comfortable. We got the executives and everything up in here.
Yeah, we got the big dogs up here.
You ready?
Now.
This platform, it's game time.
Well, check this out. We want you to get comfortable. I don't know what's in that cup, but it's like 4 cups. It ain't even double, so it's quadruple
4 cups with like Legos
Metamucil.
inside. I don't even know.
Whatever it is, it's eating through all the cups.
It's Metamucil.
We gonna go to Big Ben.
I get constipated sometime. I be having to, yeah.
All right. We're going to go to Big Ben, play some music, and get ready. 877-604-4746 is the number. We got you in a pretty, brand new big
nice
studio.
room.
The room Steve Harvey was in.
Okay.
Yeah, that room.
What's that going to mean?
Beautiful thing. Beautiful. It's the room Samuel L. Jackson was in.
Yeah.
When I passed by the window and just peek in here.
Now
Yeah.
you're
I'm in here.
Yeah.
All praise be to God.
Now, when we say yeah, that's yes. Okay, just want y'all. Big Ben, let's get into some music, man. Come right back. 877-604-4746. Hip Hop Nation. You're going to ask me some questions, but I'm just saying, whenever saw potential, Vanessa and her staff, shout out to her staff,
We love Gates over
saw
at XXL.
potential in you way prior, as she honored you with being on a freshman cover. So Vanessa, I just want to ask you first and foremost, even as we get to the his official debut album, what did you see in Kevin Gates prior to?
We love the early mixtapes. We love the early music. We love the personality with him. He'd come to the office several times, before we even picked freshmen. And then when it came around, it was a minute ago now, so he's run through the gambit before finally coming out with an album, but it's a long time coming and we're really excited about it. We've been a Gates fan for a while. Whenever he comes up to the office, we love his wife, we love the whole thing.
And I be harassing her with text messages.
Yeah,
Okay.
he does harass me with text messages.
Yeah, because if Kevin loves you, he gives you his real number and he sends you real text messages.
But he just
Hip Hop Nation, straight hip hop, hit period. Tell you something, the heat is on up in here. And tell you something. First and foremost, thank you for listening for around the world. And we're gonna preempt Torre's show tonight for a very, very, very special event. I am Sergeant Reginald Hawkins from the Sergeant OQ Review, and on side of me is the lovely, talented editor-in-chief, journalist extraordinaire, worldly person, you know, connoisseur of fine wines and beverages. Vanessa Satin is here. We're honored to have the illustrious DJ extraordinaire. And I'm talking a real DJ here. Big.
He just texted me 100.
That's it all.
100. And I just
Thank
texted
you.
that
I love
100.
you. Yeah, all that 100.
So how's it feel to get to this point? You know, like your official debut album and all that other stuff.
I ain't scared no more. I'm just excited to share it with the world because I didn't pick the track listing. All I did was made the music. So once I heard the album for the first time today in its entirety.
So when you made like X amount of songs, 30 songs, gave it to somebody, said you picked the album?
Oh, well, Kevin might know.
You don't
But
even
Kevin
if Kevin don't know,
Senior Vice President over there,
know.
Atlantic Records.
Drake would know.
Okay, she should
I
know.
make music.
Yeah.
I make a lot of music. The phone be interrupting me while I'm recording. Don't interrupt me, like I really make music. And I just appreciate y'all for giving me.
Ben is in the house tonight.
What up? What up?
We brought out the real heavy ammunition. We're in a big studio here at Sirius XM. Shout out to S. Dot for putting this all together. Shout out to Mo Shines. And we're all here tonight for the celebration of my good friend, and I do say good friend.
Brother.
Right.
Cousin on my mother's side. Kevin Gates' album.
It's gonna be some Louisiana.
I need to do 4 songs instead of 3.
We're gonna do 4 songs tonight, so tell everybody he's gonna be performing. I got a cup of gumbo brewing in the back with some red beans, big as bullets.
How far you grew up from each other?
Right down the street.
Right down the street.
Right down the street. Right down the street. So you know what? Even before we get to you, Kev, you know, with Vanessa here, and we really wanted Vanessa here because Vanessa